Hi, I'm Anirban Ghosh. I'm Managing Director at KKR in the private credit team. I mainly focus on asset-based finance. We started our business in 2016. That's the same amount of time when I moved from Blackstone. We are a global business with about 50 odd individuals, and we manage about $48 billion of AUM. It's a great forum to meet a lot of different individuals, both from banks, a lot of different originators, as well as to connect with other investors who are in the space and to talk about what they are seeing in the market. It's a bit different in different asset classes. Overall activity is up, significantly up from the last couple of years. It is, especially on portfolio sales, we are seeing a lot of activity from banks who want to sell different types of assets. We are seeing demand from originators for capital. That means they are able to lend more to the end consumers and SMEs. So overall, I think that's a good message for the overall economy. Overall, activity seems to have picked up, but there seems to be a lot of competition. A significant number of investors have raised capital to invest in this space. So the market is competitive, but there is still enough stuff to do out there. It's growing at a rapid pace, right? So we estimated around last year that the ABF market globally was about $5 trillion. I think that number has surpassed $6 trillion this year, according to some reports that I saw. It's expected to go to about $7.5 trillion in the next couple of years. So it's one of the fastest growing credit markets right now. Then within niches, right, the non-performing loan markets have been growing. People have been selling different types of performing loan assets. We are seeing activity in SRTs. We are seeing activity in NAV financing. These have become the current buzzwords, and a lot of people are chasing opportunities. So there's a lot of activity going around. It would be good to have a variety of different topics because asset-based finance especially is now covering a lot of different aspects, right? People are doing right from esoteric financing, whether it be music royalties or football financing, to SMEs, which can mean a lot of different things. People are doing aircraft leasing, transportation, and then also on the direct lending side, there are different industries, all of whom have different aspects to it. So to the extent the summit can cover that, if they can have some LPs, that would also be good, because that would then be a very good forum to connect investors, banks, LPs, and the whole market. So traditionally, private credit has given you a little pickup versus public ABS. And the reason being, when you are looking at a deal in the public ABS space, the data has already been purified by someone else, especially if it's a rated deal. The rating agencies have done a lot of work. The banks who are issuing it, they have done a lot of work in cleaning up the data. When you're looking at the same thing in a private credit format, often we as the investors are having to do that. There's a hand-holding exercise that we are doing with the originators in terms of creating the right credit box. So naturally, there is a pickup, and that has continued to be the case. What we are seeing is, given there is a bit of ample liquidity right now in the market, a lot more investors are comfortable chasing the public ABS bonds than looking at the same deal in the private credit format, because it requires additional resources to do that, as well as some specialization. So I would say the pickup in the private credit market has become bigger than what it was in the public ABS markets in the last couple of years. But overall, like, the returns are pretty good versus the risk that we are taking.